yeah, I knew this question would come. So the question is, why did you drop out of school? So there are different reasons why I left school, why I dropped out of school. For those of y'all who don't know, I left school at Form 5. Yeah, I left school at Form 5 and I left school 6 months. Squad, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's your girl Melissa and I'm back here with another video. And if you are new to this YouTube channel, I pray that you take this as the opportunity to subscribe and be a part of our squad. So as you already heard by the title, I'm doing a Q&A, question and answer. And yeah, I got these questions from my Facebook friends and WhatsApp contact. And yeah, Facebook and WhatsApp. So I have like 30-something questions here, and I'm gonna try to answer them, all of them. Yes, Melina. Yeah, these are my questions. Okay, so let's get right into this video. So guys, my first question is, what made you start a YouTube channel? It's funny enough that this is the very first question I get. So let's break the ice with that question. What made me start a YouTube channel? Well, Melina, she brought me in the back with the noise. Well, I would say that during quarantine I had nothing better to do, so I started a TikTok account, and then I said, hey, why not try YouTube? I like to watch YouTubers on the video, so why not become a YouTuber myself? Entertain my own self with my own videos and how much you want? Yeah, so that's it for question number 1. That's the answer. That's why I started a YouTube channel, because I said yeah, let me just do my own. I didn't do it for any special reason really, but moving on to question number 2. Let me just give this a little shake and put this one to the side. Question number 2. When is Melina starting school? Melina, yes, thank you. Melina would be starting school in 2022. That's next year. She will be starting school at 3 years and 7 months. Yeah. So September of 2022, she will be starting school if God is still alive. Everything goes all well. Yes. As long as no corona. Well, they had a vaccine now, so yeah. Next question, question number 3. Thank you for the help. Okay, Melina will be picking the questions from now on because she wants to be in it. So, where is the last place you will ever go? Where is the last place I would ever go? Oh, I'm not ready to answer the question. That second question I did. Let me hold it standby because she's picking it. The last place I would ever go, I don't know. Maybe the Amazon jungle, the Amazon forest, because you go have a whole set of snake hunting there. I think it's that. Moving on to question number 4, and Melina picked this one. If you could live anywhere in the world, where will it be? Well, if I could live anywhere in the world, I'm actually living where I want to live for the rest of my life, because I feel like Grenada is like the safest place on the planet right now, because we don't have much crime. And Melina, yes, when you're doing things when children are around, trust me, they just distract you a whole lot. What's the situation are they now? So yeah, I am living in my dream place. Let me sort of put it. Yes, but I would travel, and if I get to travel different countries, I don't want to stay there for very long. But yeah, moving on to question number 5. How did you meet your husband? Well, we met through a friend. I was living by a woman called Nicole, and he was also friends with her. And yeah, he came to visit because he needs them tell them how you have a fat girl staying by Nicole. And then he made come to make fastness. And when he come, I speak to him as well. I go speak to anybody else. Just see him and talk to him. And then it didn't even start as a relationship there, but that is how we meet. The first encounter, the first meeting. Yeah. Moving on to question number 6. Yeah, this one follows. Let me use this one. Do you want another kid? Yes, I want the next child. I have one child, Melina. She's 2, and yeah, I want the next child, a boy perhaps. But my husband don't want more children because he already have children from a previous relationship. So when that clear on whether or not we will have a next one, but I want a next one. Oh no, my question's flying. Okay, I hope none of them didn't get mixed up. Moving on to question number 7. How much do you weigh? Now wow. So the last time I weighed was probably like 2019 when I was still pregnant with my daughter, and I weighed like 204 because I had her in belly and then the extra weight from the pregnancy. And after I made her, I was like 190 something. So I would say that I'm probably like the same 190 something. I don't think I reached the 200 again. Nah. So I would have to check, but I would just say it's approximately 190, 190, 190, about 190. Question number 8. How long have you guys been together? How long me and my husband been together? Well, we've been together for around 4 years now, because this year would make it, December the 8th this year would make it 5 years since I'm living in Dabo. So yeah, and then we met 2017, and then we didn't start the relationship until August. So that's 4 years. That's 4. Yeah, that's 4 years. About that 3. Well, at least we didn't start the serious relationship until August, because after a while he wasn't in the country, so it was kind of like. Moving on to the next question. How long have you been married? I've been married a year and let's see, a year and some months too. I can't check back so far. Almost 2 years, because it will make us 2 years in June coming. It will make it 2 years. Where are you from? I'm from Grenada in terms of country, and parish. I'm from St. David's, Westerhall, St. David's. How was your life before and after marriage? Well, before marriage, in relationship with my husband, who was then my boyfriend, things were just normal relationship, normal man and woman relationship. I never had no form of challenges, really. Speaking about problems between me and he, I never had, and I still do have problems between me and he. Just like a minor stupidness, but nothing major, nothing to be extra concerned about before marriage. And still after marriage, I live my best life. So to put it, I lost track of the number of questions that I'll go through already, but that doesn't really matter now. Let's continue. So this one is the same thing. Maybe I get mixed up. Why start a YouTube channel? So I'm gonna rest down and say maybe Melina, and maybe Melina. I'll come back and put this thing here. So this question is, how old are you? Well, I'm 20. Sweet 20. Yes, I'm 20. 20 years old. I just like my belly, so I grow fast. So to see, if you're wondering, you look like 20. But I am. Moving on. What's your proudest accomplishment? Melina, come now. Right now, Melina having she Sunday lunch. What? That's my proudest accomplishment. My child. Also my marriage too, but mostly for my child. I bring life into the world. That's a privilege not much people have. So I am happy that I give birth to a beautiful child. The makeup that they on the side of my eyes, so that making it look like something else now. Yeah. We are almost finished with the questions, but we have a good bit still. And if you're wondering why I put the questions here, is because I got the questions on Facebook and WhatsApp. So what I did is I write them down and I put them here, so you go easy at things instead of have to be here searching and all this kind of thing. So yep. Are you enjoying your married life? Of course I am, because before you get married you have to consider a lot of things before you just rush into the decision of getting married and whatnot, because it's a lifetime commitment. So I am enjoying it because I thought of some things first, and then I said, yeah, it's good to settle down. So even if I wasn't enjoying it, I feel like probably it's not anybody else's fault. It wouldn't be anybody's fault. So yeah, but I am enjoying it. So what's it like being with an older guy? Ooh, it's a nice question. Well, for me, I don't like guys young, like around the same age like me. I know it might come across as strange and weird because I'm this young, what you know about man and all this kind of different thing, like what amount of experience you have, so to say, to like guys younger than you. But one experience or two experiences is enough to make somebody change their mind for a lifetime. I had a terrible experience with a younger guy, so I just felt like probably if I'm dealing with somebody a bit more mature, then I wouldn't end up in the situation in which I did end up in the past. That's another story for a story time. So the experience isn't bad for me because I mean, he's older, he's mature, he takes care of me, he's loyal, he's everything that you could want from a man. So yeah, it's everything that I want from a man, I should say, because everybody have different preference. So it's not bad, it's not bad. I feel like the older they are, the more they teach you, the more you learn. Yeah, because yeah, that's just it, I would say. Moving on to another question. These questions are them nice. I like them. They ain't too inappropriate. They just right questions. Oh, this one is wow. I knew this one would come, but I didn't know it would come so soon. Yeah, I knew this question would come. So the question is, why did you drop out of school? So there are different reasons why I left school, why I dropped out of school. For those of y'all who don't know, I left school at Form 5. Yeah, I left school at Form 5 and I left school 6 months before graduation. And yeah, I left school because, well, one of three of the major reasons why I left school is because the person who I used to live with, because I wasn't staying with my mom, the person who I used to live with traveled to a next country, a foreign country, and then that caused me to relocate. And while moving, well, I went down by my dad first, and then when I moved down by my dad, we didn't go along so well. So then I ended up moving to the place I am now. Well, not the same house, but the same village or what. And I didn't move with all my stuff because it was a process. I was moving the things I thought was most important at the time, because when I was moving stuff, school was closed, so I didn't really focus in on to take my school books and to take SBAs and uniform and things first. So I moved with like clothes, shoes. Well, I mean, as if I'm speaking to somebody face to face, like anyway. Yes, so I left my SBAs and stuff behind, and when I went back for it, it was destroyed by water damage. By the time I opened the book, it was I couldn't like to see. I didn't know what was on them other page, because okay, if water wet something, the pages go stick together, and it was hard to unstick. It was stick like it wet and dry. So by the time I pull a page, everything ripping, like that. And then the school uniforms too, they got water damage, wet and everything. And Melina sleeping, so she fell asleep outside. Oh, yeah, my school uniform got mailed through, and I didn't have enough time to do the SBAs and everything. So I just left. I just forgot about school. I just leave. That is what happened. I just leave. So I'm gonna go a bit faster with the rest of questions. I won't do much explaining. Let me just give a brief answer and that's it. Because I feel like this video will be really, really long. What's your favorite food? So my favorite food is fig dumpling and saltfish sauce, provision and saltfish. Yeah, my favorite food. Moving on to the next question. No, I will through this question early. If I could live anywhere, Melina, put back the questions when I go in the kitchen to get water and food. So, yeah, what food I never try? Why? Okay, let me not be upset. So, what from 1 to 10? What's your husband's sex rate? Hey, now wow, 9.5. I would say. Little room for improvement. 9.5. From 1 to 10, 9.5 is very good, I would say. Of course, I would rate him high. If you think I'm being selfish by 9.5, lucky I didn't say 10. Yeah, is my husband is expected, I will rate it high. What else? Anyway, moving on. What's your husband's age? Hey. My husband is in his 40s. That's all I can say. 40 something. I hope the person who asked this question isn't mad. But my husband is in his 40s. Next question. How's your experience with Melina as a first time mom? Well, it isn't bad, it isn't hard, it was never difficult, because I grew up with a lot of siblings. I have 6 siblings. My mom has 7 kids, and as the first child, I'm expected to learn and be the second parent, I would say, because yeah, that's what big siblings do. Big sisters, brothers, they tend to look after the younger ones when the mom around, when she not around. Yeah, so I had enough. I had a lifetime of experience. So when it reached to Melina, it wasn't hard, because when I had Melina, my mother came up the Sunday after I made her, and then she didn't have to help me do nothing again, because the girl know how to do it. Moving forward, what motivates me to work harder? I answered that question already. Melina just keep, thank God there's not much questions again. Melina just keep putting back everything. What month was I born in? I was born in October. Yeah, I'm a Libra. Shout out to my Libras out there. Which is your favorite aunt? That question come from an aunt. I wouldn't say that I have a favorite aunt, but I go down with all my aunts that I know. So yeah. Moving forward, how did you guys meet? We met through a friend. I think I explained that before. Yeah, we met through a friend. And if you had one wish, what would it be? If I had one wish and the wish could come true right now, I wish that my mom would have a house of her own, simply because she don't have a house of her own as yet. And then I have a brother that's not staying with us, well, my mother, and a sister that is not staying with her. So I wish that she have like a home of her own. She could house all her kids. And how long have you been married? Almost 2 years, a year and months. Is a process to check back that. I think I even answered that already. How old is your child or children if you have? Melina is 2. One child I have and Melina is 2. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is blue. I love blue. And who knows you best? Who knows me best? In terms of family members, relatives, I feel like my mom probably know me best, but like no, since I haven't been living with her for a couple of years, I think my husband might know me best, because he's a person I spend all my time with and everything. And that's all the questions. This is just a few pieces of paper. I really appreciate all y'all questions, and there are some questions that I didn't answer. That's because I didn't want to make a very long video, but there are definitely some questions I didn't answer, like the one where someone asked what's the weirdest thing I have in the refrigerator. I think the weirdest thing I probably have in the refrigerator right now is a tomato that's probably been there for like 2 months, simply because I don't know who put it there and nobody not taking it out. So why I must go and take it out? The tomato is not rotten, it just they like it's good, but it don't even bust nothing. I don't know who put the tomato in the fridge. Who put it there? Go take it out, because it wasn't me. It wasn't me at all. So thank you guys for these questions. I would have to do a part 2 on this, but I guess that would be next time, because I don't even get everybody questions, because I asked some other persons for the question and they don't see the messages yet. So I will have to do a part 2. Thank you guys so much for viewing this. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, and turn on post notification if you are new, so that you'll be notified every time I post a video. So bye.